cooking my dinner. As I'm throwing asparagus on the floor, I just got home from my grab and go freezer meal workshop. So I had been doing that from when I got off of work at 2, and I just got home at 6:05 and got some stuff put away. But my kitchen is still a mess, so I apologize if you can see that in the background. I am starving, I'm thirsty, I'm worn out, but I need to eat a good meal. I have not eaten a substantial meal today, which is awful, and I can't even believe that I'm saying that, but my prep this week was not as great as it should have been. And so I'm just now cooking. So I wanted to walk you guys through what I was cooking because I really, really like this meal, and I think you guys will too. So my mom spoiled me this weekend when I went home and got me fresh asparagus and fresh Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to chop the bottoms off of not all of these asparagus because Alan can take them to work. So I'm just gonna do this many and chop them up. I'm gonna put the rubber band back on these because I'll make some more tomorrow, or Alan can take some to work. So I'm gonna just chop the bottoms off because I don't like the bottoms. I know that sounds childish and like I'm a kid, but it's the truth. And then I'm gonna chop them in half. So they're about this big. So this is about a green serving. I'm sure if I can actually grab my container. So if I would cut them shorter so that they actually fit, this would be a green, as you can see. And I already put 2 tablespoons of olive oil in my pan, so I'm just gonna throw those in there. And then I have Brussels sprouts. So how I cut Brussels sprouts is I just trim the bottom off and then cut them in half. So I'm gonna fill a green container of Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna cook these Brussels sprouts and the asparagus together. One less pan to clean. It's easy to dish up that way. I do better when my vegetables are in the same thing, just because then I know how much I'm getting. Ouch. Okay, so about one more will fill the green container. See? So I'm gonna throw those in there. I'm going to put, oh, you cannot see that. It says garlic grunlins, however you say it. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of that in there. I have some sea salt that I'm gonna crack on top, not very much. Just enough to give it some flavor. And then a sprinkle of black pepper. And then I'm gonna cover that pan and just kind of let it go. While that is cooking, I'm going to switch all gears and get my meat ready. So what meat I'm having tonight is venison steak. My dad got a decent sized deer this fall, and so we've been lucky enough to have venison steak. So, I mean, it's just like you cook it. I'm going to cook it inside because we don't have a grill. You could cook it outside if you wanted to. So it looks like this. I'm going to cut it into strips. Actually, I'm going to season it first, so I don't have to put the seasoning in the pan. So I'm going to rinse my hands. Like I said, my kitchen is a mess, so that clack you heard was all the dishes I need to wash from the freezer meal workshop. So I'm going to do another little bit of sea salt on both of those. I'm going to cook both, so Alan has lunch tomorrow. A little bit of the garlic again. I love to season everything, as I'm sure if you've been following me long enough you know. A little bit of pepper. And then a little bit of crushed red pepper to just give it a little bit of heat. Because I like it that way. If you don't have to. You can season these however you would like. So then I'm just going to cut it. Oh, this knife is not. I'm going to cut it into strips. that knife was my vegetable knife, so that was not cutting through. You can cut the strip, you can cut it into squares, you can cut the strips as big or as little as you want. In that pan as well, I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil to just coat the pan. It'll give it a nice sear. If you guys are on, say hi. I know this is kind of a busy time if you are a mom or have kids at home or cooking yourself dinner, but the recording will be up after I click publish. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know. I hope to do more of these live on Sundays for you guys. Life has just been crazy, I feel like. I don't have time for anything, and I don't want to put half content to you guys. I want to, if I'm going to give you recipes, I want to be able to walk you through them all and not be rushed and that kind of stuff. So hopefully you'll see more of these. I also just put a meal in the crock pot. I had some extra pork from the freezer meal that I did today, so I brought that home so it didn't go bad or have to get thrown away. And all I did was put a little bit of chicken stock because we didn't have any beef stock, honey, soy, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of teriyaki sauce. What else did I put in there? Some salt, pepper. So I just added my meat to the pan. Give me 1 second here. So the steak won't take very long to make because they aren't very thick, but I'm going to keep an eye on my vegetables. I am probably just going to have those 2. I don't have any rice or anything pre-made tonight, so, and I'm exhausted and have like 25 minutes of dishes to do. So I'm just going to kind of let that go. I'm going to start on my dishes and eat some dinner, and then I can check in and answer any questions or concerns you guys have after I eat. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I will check in with you later. Have a great day.